Welcome to Bits and Bones. I am Mortheous, and with me tonight we have Tim, Joe, and Sam. How are you, gentlemen, tonight?
Hey, hey.
Yo, yo.
Pretty good. More and a company. How are you guys doing?
Pretty
Doing
stoked.
pretty good.
Pretty stoked.
So, so there's a lot to cover. What's going on?
Lots to cover this week. First thing that wanted to cover, more of a smaller story, but we all either woke up to this news or it was in during our early to mid morning. Is they finally announced the GTA 6 pre-orders and when they're going on sale. They're going on sale next week on June 25th. On the consoles, not on PC.
Ah, boy, oh boy.
So the consoles get to play beta testers to be.
Yeah. Go
Yeah,
console.
yeah, console bros. Woo!
It's only because I can't afford a good PC. Otherwise, I'd be PC. Maybe. I don't know.
I especially nowadays I find it funny when they they make these decisions where they're not launching the game on PC, but most consoles get it. Like, that's an interesting tactic to take.
Well, my they announced like what the price is going to be.
I think I've heard between 80 and 100, but let me check.
Ouch.
And I'm not talking like I'm not talking like rumors, but like if Rockstar is actually confirmed.
Right, that's what I'm looking for, an actual price. Not officially, no.
Okay,
But the rumors are 70 or 80 or 100 for the collector's editions. But no official announcement yet.
Gotta love rumor mill. Well, I know that Campaign Evolved, the premium edition is $100, and standard is 50. So, and that's confirmed by Xbox, Microsoft.
Nice.
So I'm saving my pennies.
Gotta save the pennies.
And if you pre-order, you get it on the 22nd, I think.
When there's a game that you're excited for.
I mean, as excited as I can be for a remake of a 25-year-old game, yeah. And I mentioned it, 2 weeks ago when they announced it, and man, I'm sure every community is like this, but they're all just toxic about it. So I'm just gonna play it. If it plays good, it plays good.
For sure. I agree.
Gaming community's toxic? No way. We don't do
Yeah,
that.
but there's a couple good remakes coming out, like we talked about in chat, Ocarina of Time. Isn't that isn't that the
Yep.
Zelda game that they're remaking? And Star
yeah.
Fox.
That is
And
the
that's even older than Halo and Star. I remember Star Fox way long time ago.
Star Fox back in the day on 64 was fucking the bomb.
Well, and we're hearing Splinter Cell remakes now.
Nice. So if the pre-sale is getting announced, it must be coming out later this year, right?
It's November 19th, I believe. Let me just confirm that, but I believe that's the date that I've heard. Yes, indeed, November 19th.
I thought for sure they were going to push it again, but hey, if they get it
So
out,
did I.
cool.
They're finally actually going to get this fucking game out the goddamn door.
Yeah.
After how many postponements? Like 3 or 4?
Yeah. um, yeah, I mean, like I like I said, like price for me is gonna be like a big is gonna be like a big determination of whether I get it like immediately or not.
Right. Even if I wanted to get it immediately, I can't because I'm on PC.
Well, more. I
I
mean,
I almost want to get a console, but no.
there's a game that you should be getting first, though, sir.
And I plan to relatively soon. I'm just in the middle of bug testing for an indie game currently, which I'll drop more information as that release information comes along.
Mm, interesting. Didn't you used to bug test like professionally too, or something?
Not professionally, but I have been tapped in the past, kind of as a third party, almost contractor, but not really.
Nice,
Unofficial bug tester, really.
nice. So, welcome, Jed.
Welcome to the show, there, Jed.
Yep. Yeah.
Can
Yeah, we can hear you. I was like, that was like a brief pause of. Um,
Tim and Jed's voice sound exactly the same. I don't know if anyone notices that.
Wait a
Tim
minute.
and Jed, your voices sound the same. Pretty close.
Hey,
Not a
Jed.
bad thing. It's not a bad thing, guys.
Oh, it's no big deal. But by the way, how are you, Jed? Hmm. Well, in other news, let's go ahead and go for other news.
uh, next thing that I wanted to acknowledge, it's a bit of a sad note, but a little bit before the show, it was announced that uh, uh, Bobby Price, legendary game composer, games such as Doom 2, Wolfenstein, and Duke Nukem passed away.
And so rest in peace.
So yes, rest in peace, legendary composer.
Indeed.
Um. Hmm.
It was announced on Monday that Xbox is more than likely shuttering at least a few of their smaller, formerly indie studios, uh, in the form of Compulsion Games, Double Fine, and Ninja Theory.
Yeah,
Uh,
right after awards season too, right?
yep. Yeah, they did the showcase, I think, this past weekend. And hell, even Ninja Theory announced a new Senua game, and now being rumored that they're being shuttered.
Right.
Welcome back, Mort. There were a couple of other things. Aside from the compulsion games kind of thing that you posted. Let me. Okay, you got the screen on. Cool. Oh, oh, we can't hear you, bud. I don't know if you were talking.
Oh, that my fault. I forgot to unmute myself. Yeah, compulsion games, uh, south of midnight, human, humongous plot. Again.
Hmm. Um. Oh, we see you loud and clear, Jed. Um. Hmm. There, there's some other things, especially with the studio, that you pointed out. Do you want me to go and share my screen?
Sure, go ahead.
Uh, Here we go. Here we go. It is. It was about the compulsion games right over here, and it was like some of their kind of like core things that they're wanting to go and do,
Oh
especially
yeah,
with the DI thing.
they got in bed with Sweet Baby Inc., which
Mm-hmm.
completely messed with their development pipeline. They
Mm-hmm.
went from a white woman as a protagonist to a black woman.
But I kind of think that's a funny meme. All right.
I rather of the rumored shutdowns. Ninja Theory is the one that hurts me because I enjoyed the first two Senua games. But hey,
Uh,
if they didn't sell, they didn't sell.
well, I hope that they're actually still independent, and I hope that they're able to go ahead and make
Well,
their thing.
that's the rumor now. It was initially they were gonna shutter the studios. Now it's being reported that they're backtracking and they're trying to negotiate going independent again.
Okay. Well, I do hope everything goes well, and I hope that they have their like they're still pretty good with their whole situation.
I just don't know how they would go independent unless they find some form of outside funding.
Um. So, was there anything kind of exciting uh for this week aside from like GTA 6?
Uh, we did have some good news. Well, good news if you're not a Nintendo fan and want to root for an independent company. it's basically being reported now that Pal World is basically going to win the lawsuit involving Pokemon and Nintendo and Pal World.
All right, fucking A, let's go.
Uh, it's now being reported because of how my understanding of it is how Nintendo went about actually getting their patents. It's resulted in Pocket Pair updating the game. If Nintendo gets anything at all, it's going to be a $30,000 judgment against Pocket Pair. That's it.
Nice. That's good to hear. Hmm. Actually, fun little story. I want to go ahead and just add in just to the show. Um, so my little brother got a PS5 last
Nice.
week. Yeah, and he had to go ahead and sell his other one because he had to go ahead and make rent and make do with rent. But since they were like, well, let me just go ahead and get you a new one because of how much he's done for the family. That's what his lady friend did. So it's pretty cool.
That's
Nice. Has he gotten any games for it yet? Or
A decent amount. I think the one thing he might have is like Elden Ring, like the newer add-on, or and then I kind of want to see if he wants to go ahead and get Cyberpunk 2077.
he should get he definitely should get 007 First Light as well.
I might actually surprise him with it. Just don't tell anybody, okay?
nope.
Well, obviously I'm not. Obviously, I'm not going to.
But yeah,
Little thing over in the UK happened earlier this week as well. Uh, the UK is trying to basically stop 16 and unders from basically participating in the internet, and of course Roblox is advocating you can't stop our players from playing online. What are our adult players going to do if you do that? Oops, did I say that out loud?
Yeah.
oh,
Um. That's that's like one of those things where, like, in normal circumstances, I would applaud Roblox for, but because Roblox is doing what Roblox is doing,
Right,
it's
because Roblox has a extremely shitty reputation. Fuck Roblox.
very true.
yeah.
Fucking true. Oh, by the way,
Well,
I don't want to go ahead and backtrack, like sidetrack anything, but have you guys been seeing like a bunch of like Europeans saying like this is the best country ever in the world because of what's happening with FIFA?
Oh yeah, that's been great.
oh yeah,
I love it. I dig it so much. That's right,
yeah,
Europors. We're better.
yeah, yeah. We talked about on Wednesday night how, like, how all the Europeans are, like, going into, like, they're discovering. My favorite one is Europeans are discovering that you can, like, turn the thermostat, like, up or down without, like, being, locked, without being, like,
Without being like kind of locked out from it or being regulated.
yeah,
And then not only that, that Fahrenheit actually is a superior like measuring system in order to know like what temperature it is because it actually works with the weather. Like you actually have something of like a good idea to know like, hey, how hot is it? I'm like, oh, it feels like 85 or it feels like 72 or it feels like 50 degrees.
oh yes, Oh yeah, that's my other favorite thing that I saw today is Europeans actually conceding that our measuring system is in fact not.
It's amazing of how much us Americans win and the Europors lose. Get back on our level.
So, but yeah, the underage internet thing, like to investigate more into that. Did more did market rumbles again?
I don't know. And
All right, I'm here again. Sorry about that.
okay.
I did get a bit rumbled.
Okay. By the way, Jed, I don't know if you know, but we can't really hear the audio from you. You might need to go ahead and get out and then get back on.
Yeah, I can hear you now. We can hear you now.
Can I not? Oh shit. Here, I'll kick myself out and then come back in.
The other thing that I wanted to bring up from across the pond is uh, the European Commission decided to not make new laws involving the Stop Killing Games movement. However, it's not completely dead over there yet. From my understanding, is while the commission isn't making laws, uh, there are people in Europe in the European Parliament, which is another branch of their government that is still considering it. But it's funny that the commission is choosing not to advance new laws after Ubisoft of all companies had a closed door meeting last week with the commission.
Do you think that this is as bad as people think? Because the last thing we need is more regulatory bodies regulating video game.
Right. Uh, 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 but we're gonna push back a little bit on that, unfortunately, because we've tried the self policing situation, which is what they're talking about here. Here about basically a code of conduct for an end of life for video games going forward. But what makes us think they're gonna do an end of life code of conduct for that when they wouldn't do it for things like loot boxes?
I know, I hear the argument. I'm just kind of siding with Dr. Craig's, thing on this, which is like I hear the argument, but at the same time, I just don't think that I just don't think that the government is.
I definitely don't trust the government to step in properly. I agree there. It's a matter of how do we get the games industry to actually treat us like customers?
That's the $1 million question. So, and that is also way above my pay grade. More.
Let's go back to physical media and video games, so we can trade video games with our friends.
Or we can always buy like indie and also make your own games. We could also probably do that. Actually, there is a guy that we know that actually is making his own game called Home.
Absolutely, Home Invaders, Umangus, friend of your show.
Yeah. I do wish that like Steam would allow their games to be like ported to consoles, though. Too like if Steam were like an app that consoles
Well, that
could
would be cool. Of the uh, PC launchers that exist, I think it would be GOG that would do something like that first. Just spitballing the idea.
probably.
Considering GOG is DRM free for the most part.
Yeah.
And then we've got a little bit more about why PlayStation pulled back their ports away from PC, which this was basically the rumor that was going around. Was Bloomberg reporter Jason Schreier posted as uh, games due to inconsistent releases and lack of revenue. Well, maybe if you released the games on PC the same damn time you released on PlayStation, you would get better sales. Just a thought.
Well, the other thing too is like maybe for consoles we're going down in price instead of up.
Yeah.
Because it's rumored that the next generation's consoles are basically going to be PC priced. I still can't really hear you there, Jed.
I can.
That's weird. I don't know why I can't if when you
Yeah,
can.
I don't know why either. I still can't hear you either. Like I tried to go ahead and pull out and then pull back in. You know.
I can hear you.
I can hear you.
Okay, that's a little weird.
Rumble doesn't like Mort very much.
Or me.
Yeah, yeah, more
Rumble's
might be
kind of a bipolar bitch.
more might be having internet issues, Jed. I don't it's not a you problem.
Sure. Uh, hmm.
All right. I think I'm back again.
Okay, that's a little weird. I backed out too, and I also like thought I can't. I still can't hear him. Odd. All right, welcome back.
Thanks. I got rumbled again. Yay! I hate it. That's
Yeah.
that's just really weird that half the panel can hear Jed and half of us can't.
Well,
Just so you
well,
know, I am quiet quite a bit of the time.
well,
Sometimes.
well, Mort's internet connection is notoriously spotty itself.
Facts.
I heard you say faggots more.
Although I said facts, fucker.
Oh, yeah, I heard something else.
Well, speaking of faggots, we may as well get into the CDPR situation because it's been quite the clusterfuck this week.
So I'd like to point out, Mort, that you have a disability, yet you could say faggots without stuttering, unlike
Unlike Molly
Melanie.
Neck.
Yeah.
I'll say Also, you got a guy that actually was trying to call you like you're defending CDPR because you're either gay or trans, or which one are you? I was like, okay, what?
Yeah, it's funny when people come at me for defending CDPR when I'm I'm a fan of them, but I'm also one of their harshest critics.
Yeah, that's as it should be.
But yeah,
Literally true.
uh, well they've been getting hammered the last couple of days. We'll start with what they posted. Uh, the worlds we create are shaped by people behind them, bringing together individuals of different experiences, backgrounds, perspectives help us in our goal to create memorable stories. Blah blah blah. That's why we've committed to building an environment where everybody feels respected, supported, and able to contribute. We believe this responsibility extends beyond our teams and into communities around us. And as you can see, they've locked down uh, they since locked down this thread. It's funny. I posted. What about diversity of opinion? Uh, what about diversity of opinion as long as it's respectful? And shortly after I posted this under their tweet, they didn't block me, but that was when they started locking down replies. When they had simply just were blocking people and hiding replies previous to that. And we'll go back to my quote tweet. Fans and gamers protected you when games journals and activists were saying Witcher 3 is too white. Articles like the one that I posted below, which I'll put up in a minute. Uh, here. It, it's like us fans banded together to save CDPR's ass from the activists and fucking games journals. Yet they've decided to bend over to him after the fact. So, because we've got Cyberpunk's 2077 sexist and transphobic scandals may overshadow it. This is a whole giant article of the scandals that the game itself got itself into. Specifically, this graphic in game with a seemingly feminine individual with a package with a male package during the time of release. Game journals were all over this picture.
I'm sure they were.
And the other thing that really needs to be spotlighted again is a certain video from 2023. So let me pull that up. This isn't the full video because the whole video on their YouTube channel is their approach to ESG. It's only a minute and a half segment of it, but you guys will get the idea because we've played this whole thing in the past. But just for refresher,
Is Piotr Lubovich. I'm a member of the board and CFO at CDPR. I'm a person in a range of environmental, social, and governance initiatives, ESG for short, and I'm responsible for CDPR Group's reporting in this matter. I would like to present our strategic approach to ESG issues in the context of our business. This approach reflects our identity and our values. It also takes into consideration the interests of our stakeholders identified in a relevance survey which we carried out for the first time in 2021. The survey produced a list of ESG topics regarded as important for CD Projekt. Our approach to these topics and the way we go about managing them have since been described in our first sustainability report covering the year 2021. And now, let's begin with our products. Although this is perhaps not the first thing that comes to mind when thinking about video games and ESG,
It's
we
the last
believe
thing.
that our
There's-
primary means of influencing the world at large is by developing games which can enrich gamers' perceptions. This is why we do not shy away from confronting socially important topics in the story. Our games depict social inequalities, the various paths people take through life, and the problems they face. We want to make sure that the characters populating the worlds we create represent.
Well, maybe again, you guys basically can get the idea from that shortened clip, and just what he said towards the end wouldn't be an issue if they kept it in the realm of in universe, in my opinion. Problem is when they try to do this fourth wall breaking bullshit and bring in real life politics into uh, fantastic fictional storylines. Like, you don't need to do that. If you're gonna deal with politics, deal with it in universe.
Yeah, yeah, we already.
Dude looks like a deer in the headlights.
Oh crap. Yeah. Oh no. Oh, that's so no good. Sorry. All right. Let's see if there's anything else. Hmm. Well,
Tim, you'll be able to play Halo on PlayStation in next month.
Yeah, but I'm not. Well, I mean, that's my brother's console. I don't really play much of games, but I really should start, especially since I do miss playing video games
All
so
right,
much.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. Again, Jones, I'm back.
We got to get Sam playing Halo.
That would be fun. Yeah.
I'm down to play Hell. Down to play
And
Hell.
the campaign involved will be on PlayStation 5.
But I bring all that up to to highlight the shift they CDPR stepped in, but also there's a interview that came out today, I guess, where the uh, boss of CDPR, Mikhail Nowakowski, says he believes we lost faith of some people indefinitely with the Cyberpunk 2077 launch, the way it was released in 2020, and that he's not 100% convinced that they they went through the full redemption arc, and he's right. Unfortunately, what he's not acknowledging here in this interview is they've hurt themselves in the redemption arc, in my opinion, with the things like the approach to ESG video. Because unfortunately for them, a good section of us gamers know what ESG is going to do to their products going forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, ESG is what is killing CDPR.
It's killing CDPR. It's what is currently doing quite a number on Microsoft and Xbox. There's a rumored mandate that basically Xbox studios can't make or shouldn't make the majority of their female characters feminine and sexy.
Yeah, no, we get ugly Cortana.
Well, I really do hope that they actually do good with The Witcher 4, and then I also hope that The Witcher 3 has a really good launch, especially with the DLC.
Yeah, I'm really hoping the Songs of the Past next year comes out well, and it's really the first full fledged product since they've dipped themselves in ESG. That's funny because they claim to quote unquote we've always been a progressive company. Sure, but there's a difference between being a progressive company and lacing yourself in ESG and DEI and doing it outwardly and proudly. At least to me, anyway.
I agree.
And to go along with the tweets that I met that I brought up and read off, it's been a giant clusterfuck. Which I don't know if any of you gentlemen have read the novels, but it's been a giant war in the community this week about, of course, serious sexuality, whether she's lesbian, gay, bi, straight, whatever. But at the end of the books, she goes off into another world, basically hand in hand with the Witcher's version of uh, Sir Galahad, implying that if she's not full blown straight, she's at least bisexual. But, but the argument against serially liking women is the only example that we have is a sexual assault in the book.
Yeah, yeah, and the way you explain it to me more is the book, the book's canon is like way different than the video game.
Right, and sure, CDPR has said that they quote unquote respect the canon of the books, but there's definitely things that they've changed. So it's very well possible that in CDPR's world, she is just full blown bisexual, which is fine. I just it's it's just weird because there's only a few ways they could justify it.
Agreed.
That's basically everything that I had, gents. If you have anything, feel
I
free
mean,
to bring it.
honestly, that's pretty much it. We'll see how next week goes, and then plus, there's got to be something going on around the tabletop world. So I'll double check with that. My
Oh,
apologies.
that's right. Speaking of that, tabletop world, apparently uh, the cyberpunk TCG, the first wave of things is going out in late September, early October.
Oh, that'll be fun. I remember like the old cyber deck games, like the cyber deck training card game. So
Right. Yeah, those were fun. All right. Well, since nobody, you gentlemen, don't have anything else, thank you, gentlemen, for coming on. Thanks to everybody listening. Thank you to Jed for coming on. Sorry it didn't work out the way we had hoped. We'll figure it out in the next
Yeah,
couple. We'll figure
I
something out. I don't know what's going on.
I'll definitely want to see if we can try to have you come back because like it's a kind of a shame. I'm like, oh, I can't hear him. That sucks.
I definitely don't have no idea why half of us could hear and half couldn't. On that note, thanks everybody. Uh, see you all next week.
Peace.